Welcome to the Sankofa Pan-African series. We travel through history's corridors, illuminating Afrocentric narratives. Support us through Patreon or by buying me coffee. Your subscription is a great start, but do hit the bell for notifications so you know when we have new episodes. Share our videos and visit our website sankofastorybooks.com for stories, biographies, Afrocentric nursery rhymes, and other resources for children. Together can change the negative narratives about us. If you think the Russia-Ukraine war is confined to Europe, think again. The Russia-Ukraine war, while geographically distant from Africa, is beginning to cast shadows over the continent, influencing political alignments and economic strategies. Recently, tensions have arisen between Mali and Ukraine, highlighting a potential shift in Mali's international alliances, particularly its possible alignment with Russia. Navigating a new geopolitical era. African nations are at a crossroads, confronting the challenge of balancing relationships with both Western countries and emerging partners like Russia and China. As global power dynamics shift, Africa's role and influence in international affairs are becoming increasingly significant. Countries like Mali are at the forefront of this shift, reflecting broader trends where African states assert their agency and redefine their place in a multipolar world. Mali's relationship with Russia has been strengthening, especially following the 2021 coup in Mali that brought the military to power. The Malian government has been seeking new allies as it distances itself from traditional Western partnerships. Russia, eager to expand its influence in Africa, has provided military support to Mali, including arms and mercenaries to help combat insurgency within its borders. This cooperation signals Mali's pivot towards Russia, echoing broader trends where several African nations explore partnerships outside the traditional Western sphere. Recent tensions between Mali and Ukraine, sparked by Mali's stance on the Ukraine conflict, highlight the growing complexity of geopolitical relationships in Africa. While Mali emphasizes its neutrality, its actions and rhetoric resonate with Russia's narrative, raising concerns about the potential spillover of the Russia-Ukraine conflict into the African continent. Mali's condemnation of the disastrous effects of Western sanctions on African economies echoes Russia's criticism of the West's response to the Ukraine crisis. Furthermore, Mali's call for direct talks between Kyiv and Moscow aligns with Russia's approach to conflict resolution, which has been met with skepticism by Ukraine and its Western allies. These developments underscore the challenges faced by African nations navigating the complexities of global power struggles. The war in Ukraine has disrupted global supply chains, exacerbating food insecurity and economic instability in Africa. Many African countries are grappling with balancing their historical ties with Western powers against the perceived benefits of closer relationships with Russia and China. Mali's situation is further complicated by its ongoing struggle against armed groups and its complex relationship with France, its former colonial power. The withdrawal of French troops from Mali and the subsequent increase in Russian influence have raised concerns about the potential for further destabilization in the region. The growing ties between Mali and Russia could have significant implications for Africa's geopolitical landscape. As Russia seeks to expand its influence on the continent, African nations face complex decisions about aligning with global powers. The ongoing war in Ukraine complicates these dynamics as countries weigh the benefits of Russian support against potential diplomatic fallout with Western nations. The continent's response to the Russia-Ukraine conflict has been varied, While some countries have condemned Russia's actions, others have remained neutral or expressed support, influenced by historical ties or current geopolitical interests. This diversity of responses highlights Africa's complex and evolving diplomatic landscape, where countries must navigate competing interests and pressures from powerful global actors. While Mali's actions may not directly indicate a spillover of the Russia-Ukraine conflict into Africa, they highlight the potential for the war to influence political dynamics and alliances on the continent. As African nations navigate the complexities of this new geopolitical landscape, it is essential to prioritize stability, cooperation, and sustainable development to ensure a peaceful and prosperous future for the continent. The situation in Mali serves as a reminder of the interconnectedness of global conflicts and their potential impact on even the most distant regions. As the war in Ukraine continues, it is crucial for African nations to remain vigilant and proactive in addressing its potential consequences for their own stability and development. By protecting the interests of Africa first, while fostering strong regional partnerships and engaging in constructive dialogue with all global powers, Africa can navigate these challenging times and emerge as a stronger and more resilient continent. In conclusion, the tensions between Mali and Ukraine underscore the far-reaching impact of the Russia-Ukraine war, revealing the intricate web of alliances and interests that shape Africa's geopolitical landscape. As the continent navigates these turbulent waters, African nations have the opportunity to assert their influence and chart a course that reflects their unique interests and aspirations.